The bitch boy Beeson. That's right. This man started messing around with Natalie Bollinger while she was 14. 14 people. 14 years old. Tim Beeson is the one that bought Natalie a puppy dog when she left him so that he could entice her to come back. Then she left again. She left him again. And he kept her dog. She went back for her dog. She wanted her dog before she went to Virginia. What did he do? He held her down and he screamed in her face. Told her she could have the dog back when she took him back. Later on, he would pretend like he was going to bring her dog all the way to Virginia. That's right, folks. That's how he got busted. He'd been fucking that girl for years. Just like Ted Bollinger. He fed her drugs, and he was the guy in Virginia. When you guys were pretending that I wanted my life to end because Natalie wouldn't touch my penis. No, that was Tim, the bitch boy Beeson. He tried pawning all that off on Joey Moreno. Can you believe that? He tried blaming Joey Moreno. Claiming Joey Moreno was the one that did all that stuff with the dog. But meanwhile, Tim Beeson claimed that he and Natalie were dating at the time. She called him her ex for a reason. She left him for a reason. Do you really think that guy wouldn't threaten, harass, and intimidate me and then go lie to Natalie and say, oh, he's stalking us? That's how he found out. No. It's because you're a stupid piece of shit. This asswipe called me repeatedly to tell me that he was Natalie Bollinger's boyfriend. Threatened me and my family. This picture come from a post that I made about Tim Beeson. There's also one from May 22nd. There's also a couple of them from March, I believe, as well. When Tim Beeson first got a hold of me through Facebook Messenger. And that's how I was able to positively identify the son of a bitch. Natalie never claimed that I raped her or molested her. She did claim to multiple people that those things did happen at the hands of Tim Beeson, who she went back to because he had drugs. She also told people that her father did those things and her Uncle Troy, but she went back because they were family, they were familiar, and they had drugs. They went back to Maddie Boa because she was familiar and she had drugs. You know how I found out Natalie Bollinger was back in Colorado? The first time I was so pissed off, I went to get that meeting with Natalie Bollinger. I posted up the text messages between her and I right before she died. She typed assaults? What assaults? What do you think it means when people are treating somebody like they're a child molester or a rapist because you claimed they stalked you? Yeah, Natalie told that little white lie. And she intelligently, knowingly, and willingly omitted That nearly all the things she used to try to pretend like I stalked her were things that she told me to do and her sister told me to do. We were friends. Those were their ideas, and they did insist. As the evidence on my YouTube and on my Facebook shows, I was, in fact, being threatened, harassed, intimidated, and stalked. I post up a piece of evidence on nearly every one of these, unless it's one that I have to make as an emergency. Tim Beeson was threatening to kill my family. Threatening to kill my family. She had 3 boyfriends when she died. She had no problems playing all 3 of them. Joey Moreno and Justin Ward, she was dating both of them at the same time when she died. Justin Ward got a hold of me to harass me. I was hoping he was her good guy. I was hoping he would be the one decent guy in her life, because I was no longer in it. But you get to see how she pressured me to go there. Once I was there, she let me know I couldn't go to her mom's house. Once I was already there, that they had to hush meet me in private. Well, that fucking felt creepy as shit. Natalie kept on telling me she wanted to have that one-on-one conversation, and she kept on pushing it, and I was so wrong, because I said, we've got time, we've got plenty of time, we have time, and we didn't. I told her we had time on my birthday. She had some important things she needed to say, but she couldn't with her sister there. And that was the last time I ever saw her, because her sister came back and we left. We had to. Her mom found her heroin. People want to pretend like I was the one feeding her heroin. Fuck no, she had her own sources, and she knew I didn't do drugs, and so did Alicia. It was just an excuse after the fact. Deflection. In all these years, I've only ever had one, that's right, one whiz quiz that ever come up dirty. That was in Hood River, when I tried to turn in those folks that, well, that officer was obviously not interested, did not fucking care if somebody slipped drugs into my drink, did not give 2 fucks. On the bright side, I believe in doing the right thing because it is the right thing to do, even if it leads to my death. My evidence to seal the deal for all of these predators, but you guys just don't care. I'm not the right color, not the right gender, not tall enough, not muscular enough. I don't have a pretty enough smile because I have no teeth. I don't have hair in the right amounts in the right places, do I? All BLM sees of me is that I'm white. All Me Too sees of me is that I am a man. My disabilities can't exist because of the genitalia that I have, and you blame me for predators like these. You treat me like a Tim Beeson. You treat me like a Ted Bollinger. You treat me like a Sarah Nelson. You treat me like a Michelle Decini or a Brenda Griffin. You treat me like a Vicky Peterson. You treat me like a You treat me like a Michael Albert. You treat me like an Andrew Witcher. You treat me like a Wesley Reiner. You treat me like an Eric Rodenbaugh. You treat me like a Douglas Cowden. You treat me like a Rebecca Klang. You treat me like a Natalie Bollinger. You treat me like an Alicia Bollinger. You treat me like a Danica Garner and a Rochelle Shelley Campbell. You treat me like a Rose M. Kelly. Their disdain and their horror, and you project it all on me. And you keep throwing me out here on the streets. Do you know why that's such a horrible thing? It's not because of the victimization. It's because Joseph Michael Lopez almost got away. Because the people who should have cared didn't. And I had to try to go to people who were my predators and Natalie's. People that I couldn't trust. They weren't friends or family. They weren't people that I knew in person. I didn't know Rochelle Shelley Campbell, but she claimed that she wanted to meet me for coffee. But it never happened. We were always cut off. Always. And then her friend, that lady that Shannon Alvarado exposed but never came forward about, Kara Johnson Miles. She wasn't an autism advocate. She was a web sleuth having fun, playing drama like Cara Mia, a.k.a. Cara Rogers, and Missy Johnson, a.k.a. Layla Johnson, a.k.a. Layla Dunan. Y'all got no idea. Tim the bitch boy Beeson was threatening to kill my family. God damn it, why didn't any of you give a fuck then? My sister says, oh, they're threatening to kill me. I know, Tara. That's why I left Nebraska. You didn't come forward, you just ripped me off. By the time Tara was able to help me, she was too twacked out of her goddamn gourd. Spending 20 hours a day staring at fucking tweaker cams with no goddamn thing on them. She's like, oh, I got my own stuff I got to go through. I'm like, Tara, literally, you go through 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day you spend looking at those goddamn tweaker cams. Jesus fucking Christ, Tara, there's nothing on them. There's nothing on them, Tara. Leave it alone. I always let someone know. That way there would be at least a record that I let someone know. And it would be time and date stamped. That way, even if those people did absolutely nothing to help, like when I let Nicole Knudsen know about Christopher Kurth and about the guy who looked like a Frericks who said that Clint Snell was one of the people who they were gonna have kill me, or wanted to kill me if I didn't leave town, would kill me if I didn't leave town. I want to make sure I state it correctly. Chris Kurth did that more than once. He went out to Sandy Fromm's farm, pulled out his phone, and said he was going to call up some people, come out there and kill me. He's going to come forward about who those people are. Just you watch. In the meantime, this is Tim the Bitch Boy Beeson. The guy on the front of this, the front cover, lives in Broomfield, Colorado. Actually raped Natalie Bollinger. But he had the drugs just like Joey Moreno. Just like Ted Bollinger. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm in a country full of so many idiots that got played so easily and didn't care. You let him do it. You helped him get away with it. Jesus Christ, you sick son of a bitches.